It was a rainy day back in 2012. I was sorting the memorabilia from my late sister's estate when I found her 1944 diary. Universal Diary for 1944 was a tiny journal containing moments of my sister's life as a young trainee nurse in London. I wish I had known of it before she died. I would have asked so many questions. Pam and I had a very close bond as the eldest and youngest of a large family of 6 children. She was always delighted when I came to visit her in her 1-bedroom flat in Emerald, Victoria. And she tried hard not to smoke when I was in her house. We would talk of times gone by, and she would show me her photo albums and recount the days of her youth, but never anything about 1944. I wonder now if that year was too painful for her to recall. She was happy to show me her photo albums of family, friends, and holidays, and I've kept some of these for my own archives. Among the archives was her birth certificate, and with surprise I noticed that our dad was listed as a chauffeur, something I did not know of at the time. Pamela Marie was born on the 9th of March 1927 in Kingston, United Kingdom. Being the eldest, Pamela was often called upon by our mum, Winnie, to look after the rest of the tribe. By the time Pam was 14, there were 4 other children, including John, Patricia, and twins Michael and Brian. But it's the memories of Pam stored in her poster books and diaries for many years that have piqued my interest in this feisty lady. In one scrapbook, 1927 to 1948, was her certification as a registered nurse, a profession she continued after migrating to Australia in 1949. In her later years, she became a palliative care nurse. Very proud of her training and kept her medals in a small trinket box that was also among her favourite possessions. Each one of these small pieces of metal had special meaning for her. I keep them still. In another scrapbook, she kept cuttings of small calendars, marking time in Surrey, where we lived as a family after the war. Pam would spend hours with a pot of glue and her favourite poster books to recall and remember the minutiae of her life. Pam's childhood years, growing up in Surrey, England, were idyllic until the war. Her diary reveals the loss of her first love, a sad story of wartime romance. According to the diary note, on Saturday, the 5th of July, Frances was trying to fight Pam for Doug's attention. She says, "But I needn't have bothered. He loved me from the first day he met me." July to September was a whirlwind romance between Pam and Doug. Diary note, Monday, the 7th of August, 1944. I love him very, very much. Nothing can equal the feeling I have for Doug. Sunday, 13th of August. Doug held my hand. Wednesday, 16th of August. Doug put his arm around me and we had our first kiss. Thursday, August 24, Doug said, "I love you very much." My happiness was complete. We caught the last train home and we kissed again and again. Monday, 28th of August. Dad came home. He wanted me to pack some things and come back to Wales with him. Of course I can't. Still saw Doug. I love him. He gave me a really big kiss to last for 2 weeks, he said. He will ring me on Monday. Friday, the 1st of September. We might be married after the war. Later in her diary, Pam expresses her heartbreak at not ever hearing from Douglas Humphreys again. In the memoranda, she says, "Douglas Humphreys, Welsh Guard. My heart is broken. I just can't bear it. Over Douglas." A search for details of Douglas Humphreys of the Welsh Guards at Ancestry provided this poignant postscript for the brief love affair he had with Pam. Douglas Humphreys of the Welsh Guards died at the Western Front on the 14th of February 1945. I wish I had known about the diary when Pam was still alive, and I wish I had been able to complete this vital piece of research and ease her troubled heart. I wish I could have turned back time and tell her that her first love had died during the war and had probably not even been able to say where he was being posted. Pam kept her letters, scrapbooks, and meticulous lists of everything. Her life in the small village of Emerald came to an end on the 27th of January 2012. She had lived for 84 years and was deserving of an OBE. Over bloody 80. Gathering all her memorabilia for her last journey, for which she needed no passport, has been an honour and a privilege. We said our farewells to Pam and remember her fondly, her eccentricity, her stories, and her trips into Emerald on her little red mobile scooter.